People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy.
So I think any runner can vouch for me. Your running shoes are your life. They're your connection to the road. They're really your only serious bit of kit that you get to wear every day, and they're kind of your best friend, you know? Like, you have a relationship with your shoes, and they're super cozy. Okay, I'm getting a little off task here. Yeah, so basically I wanted to make a video about my favorite shoes because I've tested out so many different types of shoes. I'm not the type of person to stay with one shoe and just say it's the best one ever. I like to keep experimenting and see what there is out there. So today I wanted to make a video about which ones I think are the best. So somewhere underneath this pile of shoes is my favorite pair. And I'm not going to tell you which one is it yet because you kind of have to understand the anatomy of a shoe to then truly understand why this is my favorite shoe. And so I'm going to break these down real quick. There's so much to learn. Okay, so let me give you the lowdown. Let me give you the rundown on what type of shoes there are in the world. This is kind of what I think to be the 5 different types of running shoes. So of the 5 different types of running shoes, we have to start at the basic generic running shoe. For me, this shoe is the Brooks Ghost 7, and it's just something very simple. You know, when you imagine a running shoe, this is what you think of. It's got a nice big old cushiony bottom. It's not anything super soft, but it's something that absorbs the impact. It's nice for taking the heel impact and rolling off of it, but it's not something that most people stay in, even though some people will. There's a lot more on the market, and I definitely recommend exploring if you're still running in something like this. So that takes me to shoe number 2, and that is the maximally cushioned shoe. And there are a lot of maximally cushioned shoes, but Hoka makes a lot of super cushioned shoes, and these are shoes that are super plush and kind of the shoes that where you walk out in public and then people look at you funny and they're like, what the heck is that guy wearing? And they're definitely not a looker for walking out in public, but they are a great running shoe and will definitely help prevent injuries in the future. So I'm a big fan of this type of running shoe, and that takes me to the 3rd type of running shoe, which is my least favorite, which is the minimally cushioned shoe. And I'm just gonna picture one right here because I don't even own any anymore. I used to have a couple pairs, but I ditched them. I threw them in the trash because they literally gave me injuries. They made me have Achilles tendonitis. They're just not something that's made for the everyday runner. I'm gonna warn you, don't wear minimally cushioned shoes if you're looking to run a lot of miles. So now on to the 4th category of shoes, the tempo shoe. And this is a category that can really kind of be stretched into different categories, but I like to make it a separate category because shoes like the Zoom Fly here are specific to tempos for me. I'm fortunate enough to be able to have many different types of shoes, and I think that these fit a niche of being able to go fast but yet providing a lot of cushion. So it's a nice little treat to run in something like this. Gives you a little extra pop. And talking about giving you a little extra pop, let me tell you about our 5th type of shoe. And our 5th type of shoe here is the racing flat. So we got our road racing flat and we have our track racing flat, or a spike. And the spike literally has spikes on it. If you've never seen that, they're sharp and they grip into the track, grip into the dirt if you're running cross-country spikes, and they're just super light, super flexy, not something you want to do long runs in, and really you want to keep your miles limited on these because they really are only for races and only for maxing out your body. So we're not really going to be talking about these today. Now that we've broken them down, I can tell you what shoe is my favorite, so let's get to that. So all my jibber jabber has led me to this one spot. It's time to tell you what my favorite shoe I've ever run in is. And so, with no more jibber jabber to do, here they are. Skechers Go Run Ultra 3. So before I go on a run and tell you more about the shoe, I need to give you a little bit of an unboxing because unboxing therapy does it well, but he doesn't unbox Skechers. So let me give you a little unboxing porn for you. Let's get to that. So now that I've unboxed the shoe, I kind of want to flash some specs up on the screen for you right here. And it's composed of a knit upper, which is really nice and actually very comparable to the Fly knit. It's a little bit less breathable, but it's still a very nice upper. And then they have their Gen 5 foam, whatever that means. It's really great, and I can't say anything bad about it. It's amazing cushion, and for a shoe that only cost me $52, I cannot complain about anything. Okay, got him. Let's change. That's more like it. Oh, but the short shorts. Yeah, I guess I'll rock the short shorts today. Let's throw the shoes on and we can head out for a quick run and talk. Or talk and run, however you want to say it. Okay, we've got them all tied up. Let me throw in a hat for good measure. And let's get out there. Let's get running. Let me tell you about these shoes, because they're pretty sweet. Okay, so it's starting to rain, but I'm gonna try and make this quick. Okay, so in my first 50 miles with these shoes, I thought they were pretty good. Like, I thought they were alright shoes. They might rival my Hoka Nepalis, which I thought were some of the best lightweight, high cushion trainers. But then, as I ran in them more, I realized how plush they were getting. Like, it was weird. Every single run, they get a little bit softer. I'd start enjoying my runs more. And it's not that the shoe makes a run, but when I started running these, I wanted to run more. And I gotta say, that's a great feeling. And that's kind of why these are my favorite shoes. They've inspired me to run more. They've made me feel better than ever. And I don't think there's a shoe that's ever done that. So, if you get a chance, test these shoes out. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of them. And live happy, be healthy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Wingman in the party I know. Ray and all his nephews reppin' sweet talk. Shaka go make my friend's best friend from Belize. She loves TDE, favorite songs called The Grains. Say not